Literary critics, historians, avid readers, and even casual readers will all have different opinions on which novel is truly the greatest book ever written. Is it a novel with beautiful, captivating figurative language? Or one with gritty realism? A novel that has had an immense social impact? Or one that has more subtly affected the world? Today we present to you 3 novels among the best.
Hey, look, a new subscriber.
Our first novel is entitled The Great Gatsby. The Great Gatsby is a novel written by F. Scott Fitzgerald and published in 1925. The story takes place during the summer of 1922 in the fictional town of West Egg on Long Island, New York, where the wealthy J. Gatsby lives in a mansion and throws lavish parties. The story is told from the perspective of Nick Carraway, a young man who has recently moved to West Egg to pursue a career in the bond business. Our second novel, entitled The Catcher in the Rye. The Catcher in the Rye is a novel written by J.D. Salinger and published in 1951. The story is narrated by Holden Caulfield, a 16-year-old boy who has been expelled from his prep school in Pennsylvania and is wandering the streets of New York City. Holden is disillusioned with the adult world and feels disconnected from those around him. He is critical of the hypocrisy and phoniness he sees in people and is struggling to come to terms with the death of his younger brother, Ali. As he wanders around the city, Holden interacts with a variety of people, including his old friend, Sally Hayes, a prostitute, and a former teacher named Mr. Antolini. Through these encounters, Holden grapples with issues of identity, authenticity, and the complexities of human relationships. Our third novel, entitled Mrs. Dalloway. Mrs. Dalloway is a novel written by Virginia Woolf and published in 1925. The story takes place over the course of one day in the life of Clarissa Dalloway, a middle-aged woman living in London in the aftermath of World War I. As the novel opens, Clarissa is preparing for a party she is hosting that evening. Through her interactions with her husband, Richard, her old friend Peter Walsh, and various other characters, the novel explores the inner lives and relationships of the members of London's high society. Throughout the day, Clarissa reflects on her past, her relationships, and her own mortality. She is haunted by memories of her youth and the choices she has made, and she struggles to find meaning and purpose in her life. Meanwhile, Peter Walsh, who has returned to London after years abroad, also reflects on his own life and the missed opportunities of his past. In addition to Clarissa and Peter, the novel also follows the story of Septimus Warren Smith, a young man who has returned from fighting in the war with severe shell shock. Septimus is haunted by the memories of his experiences in the war and is struggling to adjust to civilian life. His wife, Lucrezia, tries to help him, but ultimately Septimus takes his own life, highlighting the psychological toll of the war on those who fought in it. The novel is notable for its use of stream-of-consciousness narrative technique, which allows the reader to experience the characters' inner thoughts and perceptions in a fluid, often fragmented way. Through this technique, Woolf explores the complexities of human consciousness and the ways in which our thoughts and emotions shape our experiences of the world.